So this takes me to the next question. Why do we optimize energy per unit distance? What is the reason? Can we give an explanation? So we can give an evolutionary explanation for this. So we have known from our history that we have been hunter-gatherers. So being a hunter-gatherer is you have to search for food, you have to hunt for food. It's not like food comes to you like how it does these days. So our brain had to maximize the likelihood of food discovery on a single stomach full worth of food. So in order to do this, it had to make us move in a way we minimize the energy expenditure and thereby increasing our likelihood for survival. Then how do we measure this energy consumption in a laboratory setting? That's my next question. So in our lab, we use a device called Oxycon Mobile. So it is this equipment that you see having a face mask and some kind of boxes that's being fitted onto your body through a vest. So what this instrument does is it measures the net volume oxygen intake and carbon dioxide production over a period of time by measuring your breath. So once we know the volume of oxygen intake, the volume of carbon dioxide production, then we have a formula called a Weir formula, where we can directly plug in those quantities and get the energy consumption rate. So how do we think this in terms of an automobile? So for example, in an automobile, we check what is the fuel remaining in the fuel tank, or what is the charge remaining in a battery. That tells us how much energy we consumed from the beginning, right? Likewise, if you measure the net air consumption, that is intake minus exchange, we can somewhat measure the energy consumption of our body. It is just a high-level similarity between a car and a human being. What to do after this talk? The big picture from this talk is that there is a pattern in which we move. And energy minimization per unit distance can be a possible explanation for the way we move. So I want you all to observe your day-to-day movement activities and see if you find a similarity with each other by discussing it. And also try to do tasks differently and observe whether it's tiring or easier, and try to note down these observations. And I thank all of you to listening to this. If you have any more questions, you can reach to me on this email.